Alright guys, how's it going? Ches back again with episode number 17 of the Dortmund career mode. Now in the last one we had Mats Hummels stolen away from us by Barcelona on the cheap. The board sold him to them for £10 million because he wanted away. Didn't give me a chance to sell him, so we've got minimal funds to bring in a replacement, but we have fortunately had an £8 million bid for Mamadou Sakho accepted by PSG, so we're going to be offering him a contract as you can see here, and we've actually had a bid accepted for David Luiz as well, so we will be offering him a contract. I put in inquiries for a couple of other players. Obviously, I said in the last one, after putting the inquiry in for Martin Caceres, actually having played with him in an Ultimate Team, really wasn't that keen on him, so I won't be following that up. And as you could see, we're offering the contract to David Luiz. We'll probably have to choose between him and Sakho later on to figure out who we're going to bring in as that replacement. But a couple of young players have gone out on loan recently, including, as you can see, this young striker there to Energy Cottbus. So we're going to continue through transfer deadline day. Dede has been denied the right to even talk to us by Angie Makachkala, but the first player to get back to us with a contract accepted is Mamadou Sakho. So he's going to be the player that comes in to replace Mats Hummels, and I'm quite pleased actually. Mamadou Sakho is a player I've extremely enjoyed playing with on Ultimate Team, and he's got a bit of pace, he's tall, he's strong, he's young. 3 years younger than David Luiz, and I think that's probably the best deal for the club actually right now, so hopefully he can do well for us. We've had Aaron Lennon come in and Rajan Nainggolan as well during this transfer window, so we've made 3 transfers. Unfortunately weren't able to move on Gertz, so we didn't actually have any offers for Gertz whatsoever. But hopefully maybe in the summer we'll be able to move him on and bring in a couple of big players with that cash. But well, I was hoping to have some big cash from Hummel still, but obviously we'll have to wait till the summer and only have the cash from Gertz. But you never know, the board, if we are quite successful this year, they might be able to offer us a bigger budget than they did this season anyway. So fingers crossed, we will have to wait and see. But it's back to Bundesliga action against Hamburg, or Hamburger SV, and they've got a very, very good side actually. Mamadou Sakho, I always call him Mahamadou, it's not, it's Mamadou, isn't it? But anyway, he's the centre of attention when it comes to the media for this game. It is his first game, his debut for the club, and the league table is going to pop up on screen in just a second. You'll be able to see that we are 4th now. Dusseldorf have played a game extra, so they've moved further ahead of us. The 3 points clear with the game played more, but our goal difference is better. So if we were going to be able to win here against Hamburg, then we would go back 3rd in the league. And we got off to a decent start actually. Gertz is going to play Lewandowski. It is a great turn to get away from the defender, and he just finds that bottom corner. And Robert Lewandowski has been absolutely clinical for us this season. He's the league's top goal scorer by an absolute mile, and he just doesn't miss. Watch the feet here as he turns the defender, drops the shoulder, which makes the defender commit to one direction, and he spins the other way. Really, really fantastic football from him. But they're actually able to win a penalty here. Sakho, unfortunately on his debut, not quite got his angles right, and gives away a penalty there. And then Rafael van der Vaart's going to step up, do me with the run up, and pumps it straight down the middle into the back of the net. So in the 45th minute, in stoppage time, they're able to bring it back to 1-1, and they can barely fit the names on the score sheet at half-time, but nonetheless, it is time to go into the second half, and we need to improve. As you can see, our goal is the only chance we've had on target and on goal in general. So I made some changes at half-time, brought on Rajan Nainggolan and S-Fine for Gertz and Grosskreutz to add some more pace into the side. And Marco Reus hasn't actually scored a free kick for us this year, but comes very, very close there. But unfortunately, Rene Adler is a world-class goalkeeper, and he makes a world-class save. So really, really disappointing not to go ahead there. But again, another weird situation here. Fortunately, the referee gave a foul on the keeper, but some FIFA aids there. If that had gone in and it hadn't counted, I would have gone absolutely apeshit if I'd have cleared it, hit my player off the bar, hit the player again and gone in. But fortunately it was disallowed, and then the aids went our way. Rajan Nainggolan has the shot heavily deflected in the 89th minute to give us the win. It's going to be a huge win, because that is actually going to move us back 3rd in the league. As you can see, Rene Adler probably would have had quite a bit of difficulty getting down to that anyway. Probably would have won a corner from that shot, but fortunately the deflection angled the ball away from him and into the back of the net. And then we get another bit of luck, really. The great effort actually. The first one off the post is a really good shot, and fortunately the guy on the follow-up who hits the bar and the post before it fully goes over the line is offside. So we get a let off, but 2-1. We are going to take the 3 points and the victory, which is extremely delightful. I'm not really too sure, but anyway, we're gonna we're gonna accept this Portugal international job offer. You guys did get back to me in the comments of the last couple of videos, I think it was, where 2 videos ago we put the question to you: shall we or shall we not? But along with that, let me know how much of that you'd like to see. Obviously, there will be international friendlies, there will be World Cup qualifiers because the World Cup will be next summer, quote unquote, on the game mode. So I'm thinking I won't show any until we get to the World Cup because friendlies just aren't interesting. I'll probably sim all the friendlies, and World Cup qualifiers, they're just going to take attention away from from Dortmund to start off with. So I won't show you any international matches until we get to the World Cup and we're actually in a proper competition, unless you would like to see any big games from the qualifiers, because I haven't actually looked at the group yet. But if we've got another big international team in the group, then maybe if you'd like to see that, I will show you those games. But nonetheless, we're back to Bundesliga action once again, and again the ball just doesn't fall for us. Rebounds off the defender straight into the striker's path, and he puts Frankfurt 1-0 up. But 2 minutes later, we are back on level terms. Rajan Angolan is the man in the back post, making the runs, incidentally, that Mario Götze doesn't from centre midfield. So I was really, really pleased that he was actually able to get himself into that position and pick up a goal, showing that he is definitely going to be a good replacement for Götze when he moves on. And Lewandowski, just those feet, seriously, they are so quick and so good. I got the turn on the defender out wide and thought I'll just drive into the box, see what happens. Maybe I can square it, but you'll be able to see from the replay just the feet to just turn with that left foot and just dink inside. Oh, that is so good, that man. He's just unbelievably talented, and he's going absolutely nowhere. Real Madrid, Barcelona, Manchester City could offer me 50 million plus for him. I am not selling Robert Lewandowski for love nor money. And Kevin Grosskreutz has scored quite a few finesses for us recently, but it appears that Sven Bender doesn't really have the ability when it comes to finesse shots that Kevin Grosskreutz does, as he kicks that one about 20 yards wide. But anyway, Frankfurt are actually going to get back on level terms here. That's a lovely ball to the back post. Now, I was actually starting Luke Shaw at left back for this one, and he was out of position there. He was at fault, leaving Meyer at the back post unmarked. And again, you'll be able to see from the replay when it eventually comes up that he was looking at him, did have his eye on him over his shoulder, but then drifted inside to look at the second man. And it's a great finish from Meyer. The ball across was absolutely pinpoint. But fortunately, just a couple of minutes later, we were able to get back in front. And another bit of FIFA aids. If that had happened online, you would be absolutely livid. But the defender tries to clear it, misses the ball, falls over, and Esvine is able to run onto it and tidily slot it into the bottom corner to give us a 3-2 win. So it's 100% win rate so far in this episode, and so far this year. I think we've won every single game so far this year, so fingers crossed we can keep that run going. Frankfurt actually had quite a few chances in that one. We were quite lucky to come out of that with a win, but you'll be able to see FC Bayern Munich have lost a game. They haven't done that for ages. They're flying away with the title at the minute, and for them to start losing points may be good for us. You never know, we might be able to catch them if they keep that up. But nonetheless, let's have a quick look at the league table. They are currently 19 points clear from us. We are back up into third, only a point behind Leverkusen now, but of course, as you can see, they do have a game in hand. So do feel free to come back next time, and we will try and get further in the Champions League. We've got the first of the two-legged knockout stage against Valencia, and also some more Bundesliga action. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Please do feel free, as always, to leave the video a like. There'll be links on screen in the end slate to the previous video in this series and to a random video from earlier on in the week on this channel. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.